guys, a bit of a lengthy video. I've got a lot of little minor updates I need to show you, so let's get straight back into it. I'll come to that in a sec. As you know, I've been working on the jet bikes while I've built the last 4 remaining ones now. Jet bikes are from Chapter House Studios. Shoulder pads, Anvil Industry, heads, Max Mini, and the rest is GW bits. So it's just a generic bike. There's 2 of those, which I think they're great. I've opted for the gas mask, sort of like Max Mini head on these, because I think they're quite suited for the bikes. Really quite pleased with the way they look. And I've also done one with a flamer, which I think is going to be real handy in the campaign for burning a bit of orc. Yeah, quite pleased with that. That's okay. And finally, the last bike I built was with a plasma gun. My Lunar Waltz Army are somewhat favouring the plasma gun, so yeah, it's going to look quite good with a bit of OSL on there. Which brings me neatly, let's just move those out of the way, onto the last bike, which I've already featured, but I've actually painted one of them now. And it's thanks to Savage Models. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. He's recently done a Ultramarines tutorial using the airbrush, which inspired me to dust off an airbrush I've had for some time. It's a Badger airbrush, and now I'm on camera I've completely forgot what type it is, so sorry guys, but it's a Badger airbrush. It's 0.2 nib, and I watched him on the tutorial airbrushing the armour on Space Marine. Now bearing in mind I'd already built these, so yeah, it was limited room, but I'm sure you can probably see there's some nice blending on the armour, nice bit of glow on the back engines there, and a nice bit of OSL on the plasma pistol. And it's all thanks to him in his tutorial, so cheers for that, buddy. It really helped me a lot. It inspired me to pull my finger out and have a go. I've always been a big fan of OSL, to be honest, so yeah, you're going to be seeing more of it. Painted up the miniature base now and put the bar in, so they're painted in their usual grubby look, just a pleasant tabletop gaming standard, which is indicative of all of my Lunar Wolves army at the moment. But yeah, they're a nice model, look even better when they're painted up. So I'll do another update when I've painted all of those up. Regarding the OSL, I took a Tactical Marine that got a plasma cannon, because I was so impressed with the effect, and I did a little bit on this, and I'm really pleased. So I should get a bit closer, I keep forgetting. Really pleased with it. It's really quite simple to do. You just need to be very steady with the old airbrush. As with the plasma pistol on the bike, I did all of it with the airbrush, apart from one final little stage on the edge, right on the edge of that bit there. I gave it a tiny bit of a dry brushing, just to bring out those edges just a tiny bit, and I'm really pleased with it. I love OSL. I'm going to be doing a lot of it, and I think that worked quite well. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Don't be silent. Put a comment in and let me know what you think. If you think it's crap, say so. I'm not bothered. I'd like to hear what you think. Okay, right, next up I've been doing some kit bashing, like my good buddy Orc Painter Nerd. I can't remember if I've shown you this, so I'm just going to show it again, because I really honestly can't remember. This is a Chaplain I created some time ago and realised I haven't actually showed you guys, so I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain. That's a bit contradictory, isn't it? But you know what I mean. This cape came from Anvil Industry, I think. I'm not, like I say, 100% sure. The head and the shoulder pads, the Crozius, came from Max Mini, and I think they work really well. Great skull shoulder pads on there. The pose, and I tried to sort of like make it look like he's holding a bit of scripture. It'll probably look better when it's painted, but yeah. So there's a Chaplain that I plan on having in my Lunar Wolves army at some point. Now the next bit to show you, I'm really quite pleased with these, there's quite a few of them, so I'll do one at a time, is another tac squad, another 10-man tac squad. Now, the only well, on this one there's a little bit more. GW chapter, what do you call them? Banner, chainsword, plasma pistol and arms are the only thing that are GW on here. The rest is all Anvil Industry. The legs, the torso, the head, the plume. It's really cool cape with a bit of fur on it as well. All Anvil Industry. I thought I'd try them out, and I think they'd make great pre-heresy looking models, I really do. I'll show you the rest so you can have a good look. Let's just put that there. All sorts of different heads I've got them. Start from the back. Once again, we've got a great looking cape. I opted for these shoulder pads on this tac squad. There are several variants of head, which you'll see as I'm showing you all the other miniatures. But I think, yeah, when I paint these up in my usual Lunar Wolf colour scheme, they should look pretty fine. Here's another two. That's the same sort of head on that one, and of course you have the same capes. This one's actually got a running pose, which looks really awesome. I just love the way he's charging forwards. A different head again. All works really well for my pre-heresy theme for my Lunar Wolves. In fact, I can't wait to get these painted, but they will have to wait. Couple more here. Same thing again. Oh, sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention. Another slight running pose. It is different from the other one. It's more of a walking forwards one. Once again, like I say, the only GW parts on here are the arms and the weapon and the backpack. Everything else is Anvil Industry. Of course the base is GW, but who cares about the bases? What else we got? A couple more. Standard generic poses really, all slightly varying. Come on, camera focus. The head on this one is one of my personal favourites. I really like it. I think it makes a great pre-heresy looking helmet. It's pretty awesome. And the heavy weapons, or specialist weapons I should say, of the squad, I've opted for a flamer on this one. Torsos are great, they're gonna paint up really nice, they are. The legs incidentally are really quite detailed as well at the back. Sadly the capes on these models actually hide it quite a lot. And finally a multi-melter. Now obviously with my kit bashing and using different torsos and different shoulder pads, the standard heavy multi-melter just wasn't going to go on here, not with all the capes. So what I've done, I've taken a standard melter gun and basically stuck another barrel on it, and you know what, I think it works. It reminds me of a very old Citadel mini multi-melter, but to be honest I'm happy with that. It signifies a multi-melter. I think it looks absolutely awesome. Cheap, very quick way of doing it guys. Everybody seems to end up with these things spare in their sprue boxes, so just, come on focus, just cut another one off, stick it on the end of the barrel like I have, and there you go, multi-melter. Quick and easy. So yeah, I think I've droned on quite long enough now. As an update on my current Lunar Wolves progress. Pop over to Anvil Industries website if you're interested in these torsos and legs and shoulder pads and heads. They make a great cost-effective pre-heresy looking unit guys, so check them out. You'll see anyway when I've painted them how good you can actually make them look. So cheers guys. Oh, while I remember, I meant to mention this in my last vid. For 2012 I will be starting another army. And it's going to be an Legio Custodes army. There will be Terminators, the standard Legio Guard, Sagittarius the First, Emperor's Gift, which is a Rhino transport if anybody doesn't know what that is, Land Raiders, you name it. I'm not sure if you're aware, but basically the Legio Custodes had access to just about all of the weaponry that the Adeptus Astartes did. but I will be starting with many of the original old classics out of the Collective Visions book. So yeah, that's it guys. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.